Finally a boat doing takeover. It's a rare sight here. Good morning. This is my first time filming in a little while, so apologies if I'm a bit rusty. Today I'm hoping to finish off the horn that I kind of bodged last week before to get through the tunnels. I'm actually going to install that properly rather than burning the boat down. Ooh. Ow! Once I've done that, I've got a new bilge pump. Automatic one, same as before, but the old one's just died after 2 years. I think I've had that, so it's done alright. Yeah, going to install that. Oh, 2-year warranty. I might actually look when I last ordered that. Might be able to get it for free. And sorry, thoughts are all over the place. Yeah, but the weather's been on and off, and most of this work's going to be outside. So I'm going to do the wiring. Actually, I'll check the forecast to be sensible. Check the forecast. Yeah, rain's going to clear up from about 2 to 3, which gives me a couple hours to do the wiring. Shouldn't take me that long. Touch wood. Yeah, do that. Get those, and then see if I can get on the way probably tomorrow. I'm currently just by Braunston still, pretty much, on the Grand Union. And the plan is probably aiming for Birmingham over winter to the Midlands. I think I'm classed as the Midlands now, actually. I moved quite a bit to catch up with John and Ali, and then when I looked at the map, the last time I remember I was in Milton Keynes, which I'd say is just north of London almost, and then I checked the map after I moved with them, after I did like 25 miles, and yeah, now I'm in the Midlands. I'm really excited to start exploring Birmingham. That's, for me, is canal capital. It's got more canals per square mile than Venice and anywhere in Europe, actually, more than the Netherlands. So it'd be a really good place to spend winter, I think, especially with everything on my doorstep. With London last winter, that was great. Really enjoyed having all the public transport, shops everywhere, restaurants, bars, you name it. So I think it'd be good to be in a city over winter. Yeah, anyway, that was breakfast. Cheesecake from Goo, lovely. Cookies and cream one. Right, this is what we came up with last week, or whenever it was. That goes to power, so does that. That goes to negative, so does that, or earth. Button, beep beep, job done. Need to mount this inside, really. I don't know how waterproof it is. Probably going to need some longer hose, really. Definitely. Take my eye out. Oh well, they don't work very well anyway. Rain's finally stopped, so I'm just getting the bilge. Well, to finish off the wiring in the engine bay first. Sat down for a bit long waiting for the rain to stop. Lost all motivation again. Go on. It's actually quite cold out. Found a jacket. Earth. It's probably a bit overkill. So I checked the voltage drop calculator. A 2.5mm cable will be fine up to 1.5 meters. So I'm just going to measure how big a piece I need. And if not, I'll have to go up to something like 6mm or something, because that's all I've got. But it's a bit overkill. Come off of it. Ow. I love working on boats. I ain't gonna work with it. Nice thought there. Right, we can use 2.5 square mil. Good. Is this thin stuff? New tool day. Pick these CK wire strippers up because my last one's broke. Oh, I haven't used them before, so we'll see how I get on. Oh, they don't work like that, do they? Oh wow, that was good. It comes up to the mark. Nice. I think that's enough. Got little crimpers in there as backup if you need them. Need to ring this end. Right, and here I'm going to use Waco connector to join the two earths. Keep it simple. I love these little things. I haven't used these since the build itself. Little plastic clips. You can join 3 cables. So that should work nice. I just don't like this cable very much. I don't know if I've got to adjust this or not. I thought they were automatic. Oh, that's how long you can have the... Let's make it a bit longer then. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. Tell you what, I'll use this spare piece, make sure it works before I cut that off. Probably not tick over, is it? A bit faster than tick over. They're out and about today, mate. Right, that's that. And a quick press. Oh yeah, I love it. And these two can be put into a Waco connector, non-tool one thing up there. Right, I'm going to make a cup of tea before I do that. Bugger it. Right, next up, swapping out the automatic bilge pump. It's not working and it started raining. Just classic boat life, that is. Just going to test the voltage because it's not doing it and it's not working with the old one which actually went off earlier on its own. I wonder if it's the battery. 12.7, battery's fine. Getting power there, but it's just not bloody going off, is it? Or does it not? Is it a new model? It's got a bit written on it about testing. Hang on, let's read it. Even though it looks identical, it might be an updated model that doesn't pulse itself until it senses water. I don't think it's working there. Basically, this one goes to a switch if you want it to go to a switch. Brown lead positive is non-automatic. Brown white lead is positive automatic. Black lead negative. This is the switch option. Pretend we're a switch. That works. It says pump check. Touch 2 places simultaneously. 5 seconds. Oh, 5 seconds. I couldn't read it, could I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Cool. They've changed the design a bit. This is the old one, as you can tell. It's just slightly different here on the back end. It's like elongated. This must be the new sensor. So it won't pop until this is underwater, I'm guessing. It won't unsense it. Right, that's the bilge pump done. The horn's done as much as I can. I've just got to bolt it down and then tomorrow run up to... There's Midland Chandlers, which I've not visited yet. I've not actually ever been in one. So that's just up the road. So I'll go get some clear hose. Probably want just over a metre. Pick that up in the morning. For now though, I've worked up a bit of an appetite. Thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this week's video. I'm going to cook dinner and tell you all about them. I'm hungry! tonight I've got, by the way, gochujang tofu rice bowl. Nice. So I might have fallen asleep on the sofa last night. Anyway, back to the task in hand. HelloFresh is a recipe box delivery service and I've been using them for just over a year now actually. There's always a variety of recipes to choose from, always new things coming up, and yeah, I've been cooking for my parents a bit more recently. My dad's vegetarian and my mum eats fish, but there's always recipes that they both love. I find it takes the hassle out of wondering what to cook, and I love that everything comes pre-measured, which also helps reduce food waste. If you'd like to try HelloFresh for yourself, use my code DJ60. You'll get 60% off your first box plus free desserts for life. You can't really say no to that, can you? Alternatively, scan the QR code up here somewhere. Yeah, thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring this week's video. Now I need to go to Midland Chandler's because I've been messing about on the computer this morning, editing, and yeah, they're going to close in 2 hours. Did I just put my two fingers? It goes in 2 hours. Bit of an unsuccessful trip to Midland Chandler's. Enjoyed a look round though, but yeah, no hose. So Halfords didn't have any hose, but it had a jiggle siphon, which I've never heard of. It's got hose. It's a bit wide though, so I'm going to use some of the old one as like a spacer. I don't know if it's going to work or not, to be honest, but I would just like to get this finished. So let's try it. Oh yeah, lovely. I'm going to turn the bracket back the other way because how the lip I'm going to have to drill through, it's right on the edge. It'll make more sense outside, but I'm going to fit it like this for a reason. Should I pilot it? Probably. Finally it stopped raining. It got rained off yesterday trying to finish the horn. I've done it, but the hose is ugly. So I've ordered some proper hose, but at least it works for now. Hang on. Lovely. Today I am going to take a right turn. I need to remember the right turn, which takes me up towards Birmingham. If I stay on this canal now, this is classed as the Oxford Canal. I'll go to Oxford, funnily enough, but I need to turn right to continue on the Grand Union towards Birmingham. Exciting. Right, I'm looking forward to getting on the move because I'm getting a bit cabin fever stuck here. A few days in the rain trying to fit the bilge pump and all that. Let's get a show on the road. Good morning. Found a nice little spot here last night. Shared a few locks with a couple. I don't know what that flight was called. I was just, yeah, keen to get on. It's getting a little bit dark actually. Left a little bit late to leave. But today, well, yesterday, as I was cruising, I went past a fruit tree. I think it might just be apples, but they're bright red, loads on the floor, so they're really ripe. And it's only like a 5-minute cycle back. So I might cycle along, see if I can get some fruits. I haven't made any jam in a while. If they're apples, obviously I won't make jam. I'll make apple sauce, but yeah. Oh, good morning. Hello. I might have some oats. I think you're allowed oats. Allowed oats, Mum and Dad? Quick, fill the sink. That was very distracting. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to cycle back, see if I can get some fruit. Also spotted some, I think, sloes here. So I could make some sloe gin. I think they're sloes. These are rose hips. Fed you earlier. You got apple. Apple bobbing. We've got 575 grams of apples and something like 700 grams of sloes. I can make a crumble, I think, rather than sloe gin. I think that'd be quite nice. Beautiful apples, these red ones. So I was reading on one of the Narrowboat Facebook pages yesterday, can't remember which one, talking about like fruit trees and stuff along the canal, and someone said that they thought all of the fruit trees had come from, well, say for example like an apple, any of the original working boaters would have been eating an apple, chucked the core just into the hedgerow, and then potentially that's where a lot of these trees come from, which is a nice thought. I don't know how true that is, but I think it's a nice thought to have, that these apple trees, the apples that I'm cutting now, might have been planted by an original boater, you know. Nice thought. Right, apples are done. I've just washed the sloes. This is a lovely pot that John Nally gave me when we were having a clear out. Perfect for jams and whatnot. Got some leaves in that. I'm going to cook these down a bit with some sugar and some foliage in here. Yeah, I'm going to cook these down. I'm going to cook these down for a bit with some sugar and then add the apples. Make the kind of compote or whatever it's classed as. Strain these before I put the apples in though, because they've still got the pips in, or whatever they're called, stones. I didn't realise, but sloes are actually a type of plum, which makes sense, but I thought they're their own thing. It's a small plum. I better weigh how much sugar am I. How much okay, so there was like 700 grams of these, wasn't there? I might as well bloody check it out. 600. just put some of the apple cores in the hedgerow, so maybe someone will eat an apple that I planted. I'm not a real voter though. Should I have squashed these first? Probably. They'll cook down in there. I want to kind of keep all the skins because that gives it a bit of consistency, so it's going to be a bit painstaking, but I'll just take all these out with my chefy tweezers. That took way longer than anticipated, but all the stones are out. So I can chuck the apples in. Right, I've made the compote. I'm not going to lie to you. It's quite dry, like bitter. Even with, I've put a load more sugar in. I don't want to make it any sweeter. I could say to you it's absolutely delicious, but it's a little bit. So I'm just going to make the crumble topping now. Hopefully it'll be edible. As long as it's edible, we'll be alright. I'm sure lots of you seasoned foraging veterans are telling me, you don't really want to be eating that many damsons. Not damsons. Sloes. There's a reason people don't eat sloes, because they're bloody... That's why I should have made gin. But here we are. Life lesson. Crumble topping. Let's find a recipe for that so I don't cook it up. Oh, 2 grams out. That was close, wasn't it? Need 60 grams. I'm supposed to rub this into the flour before we put in sugar in, but I've already done it now, so here we are. Follow me for great recipe tips. How not to do it. This recipe said to bake the topping a bit first for some reason. Right, here goes. Could do with some custard really, but I don't have any, or cream or ice cream actually. Mmm. That is good. Oh, here it goes. No. Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame. Oh. Well, like I said, that's a life lesson anyway. Maybe I'll save that until I've got some cream or custard. It's just that real dry feeling in your mouth after. Anyway. Just want to say massive thank you to everyone for sticking around and continue watching. That's if anyone is actually watching this. Massive thank you to my patrons, and I'll see you next week. Mute out the chatter.